we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll swing this out to Tony. Gets around him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. Here's Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the...
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week, and if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach, and that's when things get dicey.
To throw on second down, Wyatt. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Looking to throw. Wyatt. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they and he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
That good for 22 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Wyatt. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Wyatt. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on third and long. Wyatt. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now Murray again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. To throw, it's Murray. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Throw left side, complete to Toney. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kadarius Toney, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Back out is the kicker Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. The Falcons at 5-7 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Looking to throw. Wyatt. He's got Harris running the slant. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Murray now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They had gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown!
Kadarius Toney.
With career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Aiken, the man in motion.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
That's complete to Toney.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Wyatt. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Wyatt. And that will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Pulled in at the 24. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Throwing again, Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown.
Kadarius Toney
with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now they'll audible to something else.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Looking to throw. Wyatt firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They give it to Brown, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wyatt. Flush to his right.
That is caught.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wyatt.
This ball down the field for Pitts. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Wyatt.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Wyatt. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw on 2nd down, Wyatt. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wyatt. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. A very good return that time. 18 yards. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. First down, Murray.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Arnold Ebiketie
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Murray now.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Clark Phillips has got it.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Brown.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Looking to throw. Wyatt. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 4 yards out.
And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Back to throw it, Murray. And it's caught.
Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one,
now Brown, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for the Seahawks, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.